From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New Orleans Saints. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, look, 3. 218, chop.
Off of play action. Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Greystone travel. 12.
Taylor. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Snoop!
the delay. Here's Hines. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Morgan, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't think you got it, son. 36, 36. Begin. Showing up. No. Off. Check 9. Man, up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Morgan. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Check. Kill. Check. Crunch. Check 3. Ran, up. Pilot, 64, weak.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Trubisky, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bravo.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, it's Morgan. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a give, right side. Morgan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He's got a first down past the 30. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check. Lucky. Check.
Now Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down, Colts.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Mike's 22. Mike's 22. Come on.
On 1st and 10, Locke. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morgan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's caught. Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tremont Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Luck on first down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Colts.
You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
Quo. Hey, Haywood.
On first down, Lott. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
12. Go.
Luck now to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They come out here in the eye.
Big stop, D.
Alert, 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 alert. Build.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Crunch time, defense. 58's the money.
Hey, 18. Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 58, right there.
Now it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return. And I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, it's Love. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Right here, right? 11 Z. Hey, echo. 25 to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. And 25.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll run on first down. It's Morgan. And all the way down to the 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Check 52.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 42 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A big offensive explosion helped lead.